Yo, Professor Flag Dude. I think it is totally not fair that you flunked me on my logical reasoning assignment.
Yes. I thought you might, dude. I suppose you have a reason, and perhaps even an argument, about why I should have done otherwise.
Totally. For one thing, I spent like 3 days on that paper, and I know a lot of people who only spent, like, an hour.
Impressive. And I suppose that you used the calculator to determine that 3 days is longer than 1 hour.
I found it on Wikipedia.
Excellent, and this was not even an assignment that required research. But I'm afraid that the amount of time you spent on the paper is simply a red herring.
A read what?
Red herring. A fish. A smelly, dead thing that unscrupulous fox hunters used to throw in the path of their opponents' dogs to try to lure them away from their real objective. In logic, a red herring is an irrelevant argument that someone throws out to try to detract attention from the real point, which, in this case, was whether or not your paper was any good, no matter how many hours you did or did not spend writing it.
And how am I supposed to know about fox hunting and stupid redfish?
Oh, I don't know. From my lecture perhaps. Or possibly the textbook.
Yeah, well, I heard from my roommate Brady that you got in trouble with the dean because you told him that his paper was silly. What do you know about logic anyway?
Ah, excellent. That is what is known as an ad hominem argument, or a personal attack that attempts to cast doubt on my reasoning by criticizing me personally. You seem to be a veritable font of experiential knowledge of the logical fallacies that you failed to learn anything about during class.
Yeah, well, you know what I think? I think you just failed me because you didn't like my nose ring and the Beelzebub tattoo on my butt.
Oh, you would be surprised how little I know about the writing on your nether regions. But tell me, what makes you think I failed you because of artistic differences?
That's easy. Before I got the nose ring and the tattoo, I was getting pretty good grades on my paper. But the first paper that I wrote after I got them got an F.
Ah, I see. You realize, of course, that this is a post hoc ergo propter hoc.
Hey, it's my butt. I'll put whatever I want on it.
Assuredly. But a post hoc ergo propter hoc fallacy occurs when you argue that one thing caused another thing simply because it occurred first. This is always a fallacy, as mere temporal correlation does not establish causality in any way.
Yeah, if you say so. But look, Professor Flagbag. I didn't want to mention it, but my dad just got fired from his job as a rodeo clown after he got rolled across the stadium in a boreal. If I flunk out this semester, I will lose my job in the bookstore and my mom and dad and 6 younger sisters will get kicked out of their house. Do you want a bunch of homeless little girls on your conscience?
Yes, I would have been disappointed if you hadn't at least tried the ab misericordiam, or appeal to pity. But I'm afraid it won't work either. I am obliged to grade your paper on its merits independent of terrible social consequences of your well-deserved failure.
Well, you know what? I got A's and B's from all my other professors this semester. How does it feel to be the only one in the whole college who failed me?
Pretty good, actually. It means that I am not susceptible to the bandwagon fallacy, or the assertion that I should do something because everyone else is doing it too. I suppose I shall just have to be the last person on my block to give you a good grade.
Yeah, well, just forget this anyway. What do I need to learn this logic stuff for? It's not like I'm an English major. I'm going to go into political advertising.